A few weeks ago or a few months ago, I released a video talking about how I got a new job in the UK as a customer service advisor. Today, I'm making a video as to why I quit the job as a customer service advisor. To a lot of people, it might look like an unwise decision, as this is the kind of job that a lot of people are looking for. Then why did I quit? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm not making this video to make it make sense to you. I'm just making it to educate and enlighten the viewers. So if this is something you like to watch, please stick with me till the end of the video. Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Fab family. My name is Femisowole and people call me Fab Daddy. Please, you'll be hearing some background noises. Please accept the noise with the video. My children are just playing around. Yes. So before we jump right into the video, today's video is in partnership with FlexiSpot. FlexiSpot is a company that designs and produces desks, chairs, accessories, among other things, and these things are produced to make your work life easier. I had always struggled with my office space because I had a very small desk that couldn't contain all of my computers and monitors, and it was a big time struggle for me. Even sometimes I had to put some of my computers and monitors under the desk, and one of the worry was that I am a family man, so I have children at home, and looking at this workspace, it's easy for children to tamper with, to pull the wires, to tamper with the computers and monitors, and it was a worry for me. Thankfully, FlexiSpot came through. Upon receiving this particular desk, it came with a very good first impression. It was very sturdy and very durable. I was very happy receiving it, and I was confident at this time that my work life would change for the better. This desk comes with a lot of amazing features, one of which is that the desk is height adjustable. It means you can adjust the height. You can adjust it all the way up and all the way down to a position where you feel very comfortable walking. If you want to walk while sitting, you can bring it to that level. If you want to walk while standing, you can bring it to that level. Sometimes you walk a lot while sitting and you just feel the need to stretch your back, sometimes have a little exercise while walking. This desk makes all that possible for you. You can have your workspace and your front space together in one place. I can save a particular position. So instead of pressing the button that goes up all the way to the top, I can just save it with the standing position. So once I click on the standing position, the table adjusts by itself to that particular position that I have saved. And the panel also features a USB port, which comes in very handy. I was playing around with my daughter and she was trying to tamper with the buttons, but I already activated the child lock feature. Isn't that amazing? Even when I'm on my computer and I need to rock my daughter to sleep, I simply just adjust the desk to a standing position and rock my daughter while I'm still on my computer. The FlexiSpot link and details will be in the description box, so please do well to click on that link, which will refer you to their website where you can see all of the amazing products. I'm sure you'll find a lot of them you'll fall in love with. Simply place your order and you can turn your work life around for the better. Now, let's jump right into the video. To start with, my job as a customer service advisor was a very good one. It was a very beautiful experience, very wonderful experience. I knew the job, I understood the job, and I did excellently well. Just for you to have a picture of how it was, when we started, we were 30. I started together the training and the job. After the 5 weeks training, we were nine. Nine of us were left. Some people left by themselves. Some people were told to go and never come back. I mean, some people were told to leave, and just nine of us were left. And I think for the first few weeks, there was a period of not probation, or let's call it probation. And I don't know if you know, for that kind of job, your calls are monitored by your supervisors or superiors just to know how you're doing, how you're relating with customers, how you're doing well. And there's a kind of test that they put you through. I passed all of my tests. In fact, I performed really well. My supervisor was really, really happy with me. So it's not because I struggled with the job. And for some of you that do not know, I studied computer science in school. And I don't know networking, I don't know programming. No. But I mean, I understand computer, I understand softwares and applications. So it's really not difficult for me to do. Then, if I'm good at the job and the job was a good one, fully remote from home, I mean, so why did I leave? That is the question. But I just have to lay that foundation. Now, for that kind of job, you should understand, if you are looking to have a remote job, there are remote jobs and there are remote jobs. All remote jobs are not the same. It was the same thing I said about warehouse. Some people say don't do warehouse jobs, you are going to die. I'm still alive. There are warehouse jobs and there are warehouse jobs. The same with remote jobs. Not every remote job has the same kind of atmosphere, has the same kind of description, has the same kind of breathing space that you're looking for. You get. So I'm not saying this one doesn't have breathing space. How should I explain? I think the first thing, because when I accepted this job, I was still shuffling with my warehouse job. And the first thing I noticed, or that my wife noticed, was that when I was leaving home to go to my warehouse, I mean, for my warehouse shift, I was always very eager to go to work. I was always very happy, fully prepared, fully kitted. I was always very happy to go to work. But when it now came to starting my remote job, there's just this kind of feeling that she senses. Like, are you okay? Like, I don't know how to explain that part. Maybe my wife will come to explain herself later. But she just sensed some kind of aura surrounding me going to my warehouse job and surrounding me doing my customer service job. That was the first thing. Like, the feeling was different. The presence, the spirit was different. The second thing was the time wasn't really working for me. Now, some people advised that I leave my warehouse job, that I left my warehouse job and focused fully on the customer service job. But I did not want to do that. I still wanted to shuffle the two for a while to see how I will fare with a customer service job. But it really caused, how do I explain? There was a period where I was sick. I was very sick for some weeks. I was terribly sick because I would go for night shift at my warehouse job, come back the next morning, sleep for about 1 hour, 30 minutes, wake up to resume my customer service job till maybe sometimes 4 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock. Then I'll sleep for about 2 hours, go to my warehouse job, and I'll do that all week. I only had 1 or 2 days to rest, weekends. And if you don't sleep enough or you don't rest enough, the outcome is not going to be good. And that was what happened to me. So I was really sick. Since we started this YouTube channel, we've been very, very consistent. We've been releasing videos, at least one video every week, for more than 1 year. The period we missed was, I think, 1 or 2 weeks where we did not release a video, and that was because I was really sick. That's what I'm talking about. I was terribly sick. I wanted to go to work, I couldn't go. There was a day I was at there's a meeting point where a friend of mine would pick me up and we'll go to work together. I was at that point waiting for my friend to pick me up. Not long after, I just called him, that guy. So I can't go to work today. Just go, just go. I'll call the supervisor. I wanted to go to work, but I couldn't go. So it was clear that I couldn't do the two jobs. I had to choose one. That was the second one. Now, the third point was with the customers. And I'm trying to be very sensitive when talking about this. Very, very sensitive. Because it involves another race. So I'd like to share examples. So there was a day I was on a call. I'm trying to cut so I won't release unnecessary information or something. I won't say something I'm not supposed to say. So I was on a call, and the person that called, the moment the person, I don't want to say man or woman, the moment the person heard my voice, the person was questioning if he or she was in the right place. I said, yes, this is so customer service department. You're on with this person. How can I help you today? And the person said, where are you from? So I repeated, how can I help you today? The person was like, I wasn't, I'm trying to remember the person, I wasn't expecting to speak with someone like you. I said, pardon me, what do you mean? The person said, you are black, obviously. So I don't want to take it too far that it was a racist remark or something like that. I just understood I repeated again, how can I help you? And the person hung up. Now, a call like that I've received a few times, not once, not twice, not three times. That upon knowing that it's a black person that's speaking because of my accent, obviously, then they go like, oh, I'm not in the right place, or maybe I'm a scammer, or they're not expecting to speak with someone like me, and
Or can you send me to another call?
yes, yes. Someone has even asked me to transfer them to someone else or transfer them to another department, something like that. That let me speak with someone else. They are obviously trying to say that someone of a similar race, you know, and that I even couldn't do. Yeah, so stuff like that started happening. Then there were times that I remember I was on a call, and I mean, I was trying to solve the person's problem. I was in a position to solve the person's problem, and the person was raking for me. You see, you are trained. If you are not patient enough, you can't do a customer service job, because of course sometimes customers will be really angry. You just have to calm them down, which I tried my best possible to do. I mean, obviously, to have lasted that long at the job, it means I was good at doing that, because my supervisors and my superiors were listening to my calls from time to time. So they knew I could handle situations like that. But this one just went out of hands. Like, okay, please, can I put you on hold so I can get some more information just to help you and to ensure this is resolved and sorted. And the customer is raking for me that you don't dare put me on hold. In fact, it got to a point I was like, Ogbeni, so I'm trying to solve your problem, I'm trying to help you. I still, I couldn't speak like that, but I was almost at that point, like, guy, but you can't talk, you'll be like, I can't even explain the feeling. And if things like that pile up for too much, it got to a point that I won't even enjoy my weekend. I mean, a weekend I'm not working, those things will still be ringing in my head. It causes some kind of mental, maybe emotional, I don't know how to put it, maybe emotional pressure or mental pressure. You just have to corner for no reason. Because one customer has vexed you 2 days ago, you are cornering on your wife, or you're aggressive, or you're you're not acting cranky, you're feeling cranky because one customer vexed you or one customer did something like that. So that was another reason. I've lost the count now, maybe number three or number four, but that was another one for me. Then another one was, obviously, if you're watching this video, you can hear the sound, you can hear the noise from my children, and this is not acceptable when you're doing my kind of customer service job. They don't want any kind of disturbance. And even before the children came, we were already considering if I was going to continue with the job, because it's not a kind of job I can do with children around. This particular, I'm not saying all kinds of customer service jobs. I'm saying this one is not. The alternative is to have to pay for childcare. To take them to nurseries, we have to pay for childcare, which was not an option for us. One, because of, the money involved, the cost. Then two is we have been away from the children for a while, and it won't be wise to have them come over and we are sending them to nursery to be with childcare. Why? Why are you now working? So it's a major priority for us to spend time with our children. So if there was any job that will come in the way of that, at least for now, then the job should hold itself. And that's like a major reason to be with the children. That's like a major reason. If it was a kind of job I could do with the children being around, then of course, maybe it wouldn't have been a problem. So I would say that the children being in the picture was one of the major reasons why I quit the job. Then one other reason was that particular job wasn't flexible. What I mean is, at my other job, there's morning shift, there's afternoon shift, there's night shift, there's even twilight. Even if morning shift is 6 to 2, afternoon shift is 2 to 10. If twilight is, I think, 10 to 6, you can say you want to do your own 8 to 4. You can say 9 to 5. You can, depending on the kind of relationship you have with your supervisor or with your superiors, or depending on your status at the workplace, or how good you are, or how much they value you, you can still work your way around something. So the other job is really flexible. This one is not. You can't tell them that you don't want to do money. There's not. We don't even have night shifts. So you get, it's not flexible. And because my wife goes to school and goes to work during the day, it's a priority for me to work at night. If I have to work during the day, it means we have to get childminder, or we have to pay for childcare, which is not an option for now. So that's also one of the reasons. So putting all these reasons together, I just made up my mind. I decided to quit the job. Not because the job, even with some of the challenges I was facing, I could still, every job has its own challenges, of course. So I could still have, continued, it will get to a time that you get used to some of these challenges. Yes, baby. Go to mommy, go to mommy. Babe, babe, tell me. She wants to wee wee. So it will get to a time that you get used to some of these challenges. So if the challenges are just minor challenges, maybe issues with customers, time difference, you can work your way around that. But when it concerns childcare, flexibility, and some other stuff, you really can't work your way around that. So I just put these things together and I just said, okay, let me quit this job. Not because I'm bad at it, not because I hate it or I don't like it. It's still a job I can still do, but not at this point, not at this time, especially with the situation surrounding my children. So for you, your situation is different, your circumstance is different. I'm not asking you to do the job. I'm not asking you not to do the job. This is this is just from my own experience. My experience and my knowledge is very limited. So please, if you need to make findings or you need to do a research or you need to speak with other people, please do that. And I think I should also point out that I've met a few people who also had this kind of challenges. Honestly, I've met a few people who also had this kind of challenges, and they also quit. Some of them quit. Some of them are just, just to holding on till they get better options. And there's some other remote jobs that you will really enjoy. You won't even want to leave those jobs. There are other remote jobs like that. So don't be surprised in maybe a few months' time or in a few years' time, I decide to come back to this kind of job, because the situation will be different by then. The circumstance will be different, definitely. So please don't forget, if you like my kind of desk that I use now, I use proudly and happily. The link will be in the description box. Feel free to check their website, look through the options they have, read through the description, and please make a purchase. It's FlexiSpot. You can also go through their social media and those, to check out their products. It's a really good one, trust me. So all in all, I just generally advise that if you're doing any kind of job that is not giving you peace of mind, that messes with your mental state or with your happiness or with your joy, or that you're not happy doing, there are a lot of options. Most especially here abroad, there are a lot of options. You can switch careers easily. You can say you're not doing this again, you want to move into this career, and you start building. So it's just not worth it for me that at this time I'm doing a job that just messes with me, messes with my emotions, or that I'm really not happy doing. I'm not happy going to work. I just have a lot to think about. Or what you're doing is basically simple, but it just looks really difficult because of the things that are attached to it. I just advise that you don't do those kind of jobs. But if that is the only option you have, please don't quit your job. Oh, please hold on to your job. Do it with all your power and your might. There might be other roles within that institution or that company that you can switch into, that will have a different job description that you can do easily and seamlessly. So please look out for opportunities. You don't have to detest where you work because you're having some challenges. You can look for other roles. You can look for other jobs. There's just a lot of options available. So with that, we have come to the end of today's video. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do well to click on the subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up so that other people get to see this video. If you also don't mind, please share this video with friends and family so that others can, learn one or two things from this video. See you guys some other time. Go be.